Hello friends, and welcome to Escaping the Mouse with your host, me, Breck Roll. Now you know, as I've traveled around Waco, I've found a few cool murals around and shown you some of those, and I've had a lot of fun with those. I recently found an article in one of the local Waco newspapers that picked what they called some of the 10 best murals in Waco. Now I've seen a few of them, but today what we're going to do is we're going to go visit all 10 of these. There's some really good ones that I haven't seen before, and they're saying that these are ones that you kind of want to get selfies with. So I'm going to get selfies with all of these murals. Let's go. This is going to be fun. Alright, this is one I've actually been most interested in seeing. This is a reproduction of Vincent van Gogh's Starry Night. And this is probably far and away my favorite of all these murals. And a lot of these murals are really cool, but this one is just incredibly beautiful. I've heard about this one a bunch of times, but I've never actually seen it in person. But look at the detail on this. If you're interested, this one is at 1000 Columbus Avenue. It's kind of on the side of the building. But they say you can just pull up into these parking places here and snap up a photo. So that's what we did. Nice job. Now this one's a little harder to get at just because there's a whole bunch of cars parked in front of it, and actually the newspaper article claims that this one is their favorite because they just say it's so darn cute. The artist on this is named Binti Bint. I don't know if that's, I'm guessing that's not the real name, but it's kind of a cute little mural. There's I guess a Twitter handle. And the artist name if you're interested in that. But yeah, there's you look nice today, Waco Town. That's a good one, right? Now this is another elaborate mural that I showed you a few years ago. When I first came into town, I was doing a lot of restaurant vlogs, and there's a pizza place over there that I went that had some really good pizza. And I remember when I came out, I was seeing this too. But yeah, this is a good one too. Another one that kind of runs the whole length of the block here. Alright, our next mural is this one here. This one, they really don't have a whole lot of information about it. It just was kind of done on kind of a brick wall. It isn't even really attached to the building. I guess it is sort of attached to this building here. But unfortunately somebody graffitied on it a little bit, which kind of sucks. But the artist is basically named Joe Rooster. You can see he's got a little Instagram and Twitter link there if you're interested. This is at 214 11th Street in downtown. Like I said, it's just kind of random out here in the middle of nowhere, but very colorful and kind of a cool looking mural, right? Like I said, the article says the thing that you want to do is kind of get selfie pictures with them, so I'll be taking pictures of all of these. Yeah, that's a nice mural though, huh? Hope somebody restores it a little bit, because it's no fun when somebody ruins stuff like this. Alright, this one is at Union Hall on 720 Franklin. Just right along the side of the building here. I'm gonna have to talk a little bit to drown out the music. But yeah, that one's kind of cool. I'm gonna back up a little bit here. Kind of fighting with the sun a little bit, so I apologize for that. Kind of reminiscent of the Starry Night one we saw a little bit ago, but this one's got like a hand egg beater on the side of it. Kind of a cool little thing, right? Unfortunately, this one's a little high off the ground, so I'm not going to probably get any selfie opportunities because I am not Spider-Man and I am unable to climb this building. Now, of course, you couldn't have a top 10 mural collection in Waco without doing one at the Magnolia Silos. And this is obviously a very popular photo place. Actually, just about on a few of these, I've actually had to wait my turn to actually get an opportunity to get up close and personal to some of these. But yeah, this one is just inside the silos on the right when you go in through the main gate. And yeah, that's definitely a classic. And I think this is another one that I've shown you before. Actually, if any of you follow me on Facebook, this is my Facebook profile picture. This one's seen better days. It definitely needs a little work on it, but this is definitely a very cool mural advertising the town of Waco. Looks like they've kind of turned this area into almost an outdoor eating area. I don't know, maybe this is just something temporary they're doing. But last time I was here, you know, you could just walk right up to the mural and there weren't all the tables there. But this is definitely a cool one. Like I said, it definitely needs some work. Now this is one I've shown a number of times. I've been here a few times and looked at some of these murals along the side of the building. It looks like they tried to turn this kind of into an outdoor, just kind of cool place to hang out. This used to actually be a road right here, and they blocked it off and just kind of turned it out into a little kind of a fun place to hang out. And so this is a whole bunch of different artists. I guess in 2002 they kind of commissioned a bunch of local artists to do a bunch of different Waco themed murals here. And this is what we have. A lot of these, I think I've said before, are advertising for local companies and the likes. And I think this one here is kind of my favorite. I've shown this before. Bunch of local Waco landmarks here. You get the silos, and I guess the elephant. I think I've talked about this before. I think the elephant is probably from the representative of the Mammoth Museum. And you get the bridge and the Alico building. Like I said, some of these are just advertising. This one actually looks like it's kind of coming apart. The paint's all peeling away. It's going to probably need to be redone at some point. Advertisement for HEB. Dia de los Muertos. Chalk Waco, all the colors, all the fun, May 14, 15, 2022. Yeah, I think that's when this was done. Like I said, they blocked off this whole row here, put some picnic tables and stuff like that. So it's just kind of a cool little place to hang out. All right, our next mural is actually on the property of the Dr. Pepper Museum, and it's this one right here. Apparently this one's been sort of a famous mural for years and years and years, and honestly, it's in a place that is kind of out of the way. You wouldn't expect it, because I mean, that's the main road out there, And the only way I was able to figure out where it was from the article is you could see the neon Dr. Pepper sign out there, and you could see this kind of rain gutter coming down. I figured, okay, well, this has got to be it right here. So yeah, that's a cool one too. This one, another one that kind of needs a little bit of restoration. It's kind of fading a little bit, but still a very cool one. I'm not really a Dr. Pepper fan, but it is still a cool mural. All right, this is another one that I've never seen before. We are right in the shadow of the silos. You can kind of see them off there on the left. And this is kind of a cool one, promoting the city of Waco, right next to a place called the Foundry. And I guess they got all sorts of cool furniture and all that kind of fun stuff here. And it's funny because I've been over to that place over there. That's a good like concert venue, and I had burgers over there at one point. But today we are here to see this. City with a Soul. And a lot of these things feature a lot of the landmarks of the area, and obviously I guess the Foundry is trying to build themselves as one of the landmarks, and the silos and the Alico building. But yeah, that's a cool little, and actually that Waco sign too, that's on the side of a pretty popular movie theater in here called the Hippodome. I've driven by and filmed that a couple times, I think. So yeah, that's a cool one too. Now this one isn't even on their list, but I'm going to give this one an honorable mention just for the sheer size of it. That's on the side of a 4-story building, so somebody spent some time doing that. Could get out of the road here because there's people trying to get by. Look at that. Look at the detail work on that. Another one that's not going to work very well for a selfie, but still had to show that. That thing is massive. Holy cow. Now this is another mural that deserves an honorable mention. This is on the outside of the Dr. Pepper Museum as well. And it's just kind of a cool mural because it literally runs an entire city block here. Definitely great advertising for this. Waco is sure proud of their Dr. Pepper. So this is another one that deserves an honorable mention. This is just on the side of an auto parts place. It's actually one block over from the Magnolia Silos. So, like I said, just a very colorful, very beautiful mural over here. Yeah, so this is an obvious oversight and definitely deserves an honorable mention. I've shown you this before too. This is the outside of the Twisted Root Burger Company. And just a very elaborate mural. This is one of those things, the I-35 freeway goes right through town there. And this is one of the first things you see when you come into town here if you're looking on the side of the road. And kind of back up a little bit here so we can get a good look at this thing. And I mean, it goes all the way around the building here. Get over here, this is the side that faces the freeway. So this is what you see when you come into town from Dallas into things. Check that out. Like I said, I've eaten here. I did a restaurant vlog here a couple years ago and definitely spent a little time walking around here looking at this. And when Jordan came here, about a year or so ago and stayed with me, we ate here too, and I know he covered this on the vlog too. Look at that, how awesome is that? It's amazing that didn't end up on anyone's top 10 list. That would have been probably #1 in my mind. And like I said, it goes all the way around the building here. So they spent some serious time on this one. It was a little rainy here yesterday and the day before and the day before that, so it's a little bit muddy out here. But definitely worth a look. And the burgers are pretty good too, so definitely give this a look if you get a chance. So I think that's all that I have for today. I hope you enjoyed this one. It was kind of fun to go out and see some of these murals, some that I've seen before and some that I haven't, but you know, that's a list of them. So thanks as always for watching, and I'll see you next time on Escaping the Mouse. Good night. So I was on my way home and wow, I saw this along the side of one of these buildings. Let's take a look at this thing. This thing's amazing. Seems to me it's telling the whole story of Waco's history from its early days as farming. We're going to get up close here and show you this. And they got the tornado represented here. Look at this. All the destruction. There's the tornado, the cleanup afterwards. Yes, it even has the date on the license plate, 1953. The rebuilding. Waco Furniture Company. The suspension bridge, back when it was actually when they were sending vehicles across it. The railroad, and Dr. Pepper, of course. Some of the early industry in the area. Wow, you never know what you're going to find out here, right? Silos and baseball. And I guess you can leave space in here. Coming soon. Very nice. That's cool, just having that on the side of the building. I've never seen this before. That's another honorable mention, definitely. Because like I said, that thing's 100 yards long. Goes all the way down to the other end of the block there. Very cool.